Good morning, my classy people. Wayne Bolden. I'm here at the SpeedKing channel, and it's opening day for Major League Baseball. That's right. It's Thursday the 27th, and the New York Mets are out in Houston playing the Astros, and the New York Yankees home opener today. It's going to be a great start of the MLB season. The Mets win the pennant. That's what we're hoping, as you can see. And as always, turn your closed captions on for us. Ring the bell. Please subscribe if you haven't. And remember, join up for our membership. It's a great way to support us if you like our content. Big weekend coming up, of course, the Arkansas Derby out at Oaklawn. And, of course, the Florida Derby as well down there in Gulfstream. Tip sheets for both days are available. They're $20 each. Full card is 14 races on each card. If you buy both of them, I'll give them to you for $35. You'll save $5. Great way to support us. We take all of our money and put it back into the studio so we can continue to do this for fun and to keep it classy for sure, as always. Well, we're going to dive right in to the Arkansas Derby. That's right. Well, it's race number 13 on the card. And the boys are in town with 100 points, 50 points, 40, 25, 15 like that is on the line. It's for $1.5 million. They're going a mile and an eighth, a little further than most of these have ever gone before. So they're all doing something for the first time, right? Grade 1, $1.5 million, a full field of 9 for sure. And there's only one horse in the field that has enough points currently to get into the Derby, and that's the number 8 horse, Cold Battle, who I don't like at all in this spot. Okay, I don't like the number 8 horse at 7-2, not because of his odds. I just don't think he's going to win this race based on what I do. So let's dive right in, and let's go give you my top 3 or 4 picks. This won't take long. I'm going to go right to the number 6 horse. You probably heard in my previous videos I talked about Sandman coming into the Arkansas Derby. Well, Sandman is trained by Mark Casse, of course. Jose Ortiz is in the yarns. There was a jock switch from Mr. Torres for sure. This is DJ Stables, right? Love to bet on their horses, the owners, DJ Stables, right? But to me, Sandman, right, has 2 wins from 7 starts, 1 second and 2 thirds by tapping on the back end by the late great. I'll always say that, Distorted Humor. Well, this 3-year-old colt has quite a bit of experience with 7 starts for sure. And his last race, obviously, everybody's seen it in the Revel at 5-2. The horse broke from post number 3. It was a blistering pace that day, right? I mean, it was just a torrid pace, right? Even SpeedKing, who's number 5 in this race, couldn't get to the front. It was just fast, and of course, it set Sandman up to come home very fast. I think that's a great stepping stone, and it looks like this horse is sitting on a big improve, right? I think this horse is going to spring forward big time, and I think he's going to be a big contender in the Derby if things go the way that I think they're going to go in this race, right? That last race, according to his splits and the way he came home and the way that his run out after the wire, the horse has been away for 34 days, just about 5 weeks. And if you ask me, that's a race that shows me that this horse is going to improve big time, which is going to set him up for the Derby. I think he's sitting on go-go, and this is a huge play here for me. I think Sandman is clearly the horse to beat in here. You know, of course, there's some other top contenders for sure. But I think Mark Casse has a beautiful horse here. I think he's taking his time. He waited for this race. He ran second in the Southwest on January 25th behind SpeedKing. Of course, there was a lot of bumping and grinding that day. We were kind of happy because we, of course, cashed a big ticket on Rafael Bejarano and Mr. SpeedKing. But to me, today, Sandman is clearly, in my eyes, the horse to wager on. And at 3-1, that's not a bad price for this horse of this type of quality. The pace up front should be a little quick for sure, but I don't think he needs that. I think he could break mid-pack for sure and then come with his big kick. I think it's a big improvement today going to spring forward off of the Rebel Stakes. Our second pick, well, you know I'm not going to go too far, right? Again, SpeedKing, right? Namesake for sure. Everybody in the in the community knows the number 5 horse SpeedKing. We've cashed all the tickets on him when he won, when he broke his maiden at 22-1 out there at Churchill last year in November. When he won the Southwest, of course, at 14-1, but didn't run a lick in the Rebel. Couldn't get to the front because of the speed in there for sure. Ran an off race. So I'll throw that race out on February 23rd. So SpeedKing hasn't had a top effort since January. I like horses coming in on off races and not necessarily their top race for sure. Hey, again, the pace scenario is going to be a little bit different here. I believe Bob Baffert horse on the bottom will get the jump on these for sure, and but SpeedKing should be sitting second, and at 15-1, he's shocked us before as always, and he needs these points to get into the Derby. So I think he's going to get a pristine trip. I think he'll be sitting second behind the Baffert runner on the bottom, the number 9, and that's going to be our second pick. SpeedKing and Sandman, the 5 and the 6, the 6 and the 5 are the only really 2 horses that I'm willing to play in my pick 4 and pick 5s for sure. Like both of these horses for sure, right? SpeedKing, our second pick, and it'll be on all of my tickets, particularly at that price at 15-1. All right. Our third pick, we're going to round it out. Bob Baffert does have a very speedy horse in here, the number 9 horse, Campona, and Johnny V is on the horse. He switched from Irad Ortiz here for sure. Johnny V is obviously Bob Baffert's boy. The horse is fast as all get out. He's by intermission on the back end by Distorted Humor. We're seeing that bloodline come up quite a bit with Distorted Humor being the grandsire for sure. But this here horse that Bob Baffert has in here only has 1 start for 1 win. And that was at 6 furlongs. Now asking him to go 1 mile and 1/8. Of course, he's by into mischief, and he should be able to for sure. But we're really not supposed to bet a horse that hasn't done something that we're looking for him to do, particularly at a very, 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 very short price. Can he win the race? Well, sure he can win the race. He's got the best speed number in the race for sure. He's going to be a serious underlay in here. He's got to go 1 mile and 1/8. Johnny V is obviously the master. The other thing is no Lasix today. Again, I never know how to handle that. He had Lasix on in his maiden and no Lasix today. Still have the blinkers for sure. So again, can the 9 win the race? For sure. Can Baffert win it? I guess, right? He races the same way. He has speed horses, which obviously I always like. But to me, at such a short odds, other than you're rooting for him, going 2 turns, 1 mile and 1/8, not just 1 mile or 1 mile and 16, 1 mile and 1/8, shouldn't be a problem according to the bloodline, but who knows? I'm not going to take an underlay on the subject, so I either bet on him or bet against him, and I'm going to bet against the 9 in here just because of those 2 factors. The distance, underlay, and I don't know how to measure the no Lasix today. So again, the 9 is a top contender, will be the favorite in here. I want everybody to understand that, and has a right to win the race, and is very, very fast. Should improve off of that last race on February 23rd, back in 5 weeks. So should be fresh, fit, and fast, and should have learned a bunch from that first race. Distance, right? And lack of experience. So, and he's an underlay. All right, so I think the horse will probably be 3-5 or so, or 4-5 like that. All right, that's our third pick. Won't be on any of my win tickets for sure into the pick 3, pick 4s, pick 5s, right? Again, sure he can win the race, but he doesn't got me in this one. And we're going to round out our superfecta with the number 3 horse, right? My boy Steve Asmussen got publisher here. Flavian Pratt flew in to ride this one. Comes out of the Rebel, so there's 3 horses that come out of the Rebel. Sandman, the number 6, the number 5, of course, Mr. SpeedKing himself. And publisher will round out our superfecta. He's 6-1 on the morning line by American Pharoah. Proud Citizen, who D. Wayne Lucas trained for sure. Pratt is in to ride him. And here's the thing. This horse is still a maiden. So Steve Asmussen thinks something of Publisher, right? He's 0 for 6, 1 second, and 3/3. So there it is in your Arkansas Derby. I only have 2 horses that I'm willing to wager on here that I like. I believe Sandman leads the pack for sure. Like this horse a whole bunch in this spot. And of course the SpeedKing, who I think is going to get a pristine trip right behind Baffert's Fast 3-year-old, the number 9 horse, okay? And at 15-1, I think Bear Ronald can sit and maybe get the jump on the rest of the field because Sandman will be coming. And I think Publisher, with employing Flavian Pratt for the 2nd time, will be coming. So there it is, y'all. Hey, we love Sandman in this spot for sure, and equally we love SpeedKing. Namesake in the back there. Speed is what? You got it. King. Some people have it, and some people just don't. I think he gets a pristine trip. So I like the 6 and the 5, the 5 and the 6 equally. They'll be on all of my pick 4, pick 5s, all of my horizontal, and I'm going to stop right there. If they don't win that race, I probably won't be cashing in pick 3 or pick 4 for sure. And I have a real strong opinion in race number 14, the allowance race, believe it or not. A real strong opinion in that race, and that horse is quite a bit nice odds for sure. But anyway, I won't discuss that with you for sure. Again, Arkansas Derby, 6, 5, 9, 3, just like that. You can go ahead and box it up. Me, I'm not doing that. I'm just going to stand with the 6 and 5, 5 and the 6 in this year's Arkansas Derby. I think both of them are sitting on go-go for sure. Stay classy, y'all, in all that you do. And remember, always have some fun in everything that you do. Tip sheets, SpeedKing, 20 ball at yahoo.com on opening day of MLB. We love the Mets. We ain't mad at the Yankees.